Hey guys, Alesh here, and today we're going to talk about some Handlock. This is the deck that I've been playing lately on the stream a lot. I've been getting Legend with it. I've been getting like top 30 EU with it right now, about top 50. And this is, in my opinion, one of the strongest decks you can play on ladder right now. A lot of people think about Handlock that it's pretty weak on ladder at least. And the reason why it's so weak in their opinion is Hunter. I strongly disagree with that. I've been playing against a lot of Hunters on ladder and I've been destroying every single one of them. I mean, like, when I was from like rank 4 to Legend and to like Legend top 30 or something like that, I've been facing about 15 or 20 Hunters and I lost only to 3 of them. So it's pretty good in my opinion. And why it's so good against Hunters is, if you look at the deck is not special at all. It's pretty much standard Handlock, how we used to play it lately without Leroy Jenkins and stuff like that, because that combo doesn't work anymore. But it's pretty much standard. But Hunters, even though they are pretty strong against Handlock, they cannot afford to play around your Molten Giants a lot of times, and that gives you some really easy Molten Giants to play really cheap, and you have a lot of heals to back it up. They don't have Hunter's Marks, because a lot of Hunters actually been cutting Hunter's Marks lately. If they play some Hunter's Marks, they play only one. They play no tracking, they play no Black Knight, and that makes your Handlock really strong against them actually, because once you are at like 10 HP, you play your Molten Giants, or just like one Molten Giant, taunt up even, and before that you usually have like one Twilight Drake on board, and once you get like 10 HP, and then you start healing up, they can go through your wall, so all the damage they can do to you is like kill command or passive, like they're a steady shot, right? So apart from that, they could really hurt you. Yeah, so I think this deck is pretty good against Handlock. It's great against out control matchups. It's great against Zoo, obviously. And yeah, let's look at the list right now. So we play double Soulfire, obviously. Easy removal. Usually when I keep it against like Hunter. Sometimes you might keep it against Zoo. You have Mortal Coils, Double Coil. You haven't been seeing that lately, Double Mortal Coil in it. But I think Double Coil is great against the aggro. There's so much aggro on ladder right now. I mean, it's usually great against like Druid as well sometimes, when you just have your Twilight Drake hit his Yeti or hit his Asian of Lore, just finish it with the Mortal Coil. Mortal Coil always gets to use, and it will usually draw you a card as well. Double Asian Watcher, great card to taunt it up, to silence it, do some damage with it, do some work with it. Arambic Owl, great in aggro matchup, great in control matchup. Sun Fury Protector, must in this deck. Double Farseer, must in this deck as well because of the Hunters. One Hellfire, so the only one Hellfire I play is because Hellfire is usually a card you always want to play only against Shamans, or you want to play it against Zoo. Sometimes you want to play it against Hunter as well. But that card is not used against any other matchup, pretty much. I mean, it's not terrible, but it deals damage too, which can be really, really bad in a lot of matchups. And I like Shadow Flame a little bit more. That's why I play double Shadow Flame with Watchers, with Arambic Owls, with a lot of stuff. It's just pretty much a great card. You can clear the board really easily with it, etc, etc. The only problem with double Shadow Flame is that sometimes it's stuck in your hand, because in a lot of matchups you only need to use one Shadow Flame. But the reason why I play double Shadow Flame is that against a lot of decks right now, you need to have that Shadow Flame. You just need to have that AoE clear. And if you don't have it, you're gonna straight up lose. And that's why I wanna play 2 of them, because I like to have it at least in my hand all the time, so when I need it, I can play it. I don't wanna play just one Shadow Flame and then don't have it in my hand when I need it. So that's why I like double Shadow Flame. With double Shadow Flame, what is really good as well is maybe one power overwhelming. So if you feel like the double shadow flame is not something for you, maybe try one power overwhelming with it. It works pretty well as well. Double defend of Argus, great in this aggro meta. Pretty much must in this deck. Double Twilight Drake, obviously must in this deck. One Faceless. Faceless is great, and the reason why Faceless is great here is, as you can see, I don't play Big Game Hunter. And Big Game Hunter is something that is really great in mirror matchup. It's good against like Warrior as well. And since I don't play Big Game Hunter, because I feel like it's really bad against aggro, I play Faceless. And Faceless is great against aggro, and Faceless is great against control matchup as well. Because you can Faceless their minions, you can Faceless your giants in control matchups. In aggro matchup, you can Faceless your Twilight Drakes which are on it, you can Faceless their Sludge Belchers, and that kind of stuff, which is something you really need to do. So Faceless Manipulator is something like Big Game Hunter, but also good against aggro matchup. If I would play this deck on a tournament, I would probably play Big Game Hunter in it. But since this is for ladder, where you have more aggro decks on ladder than control decks, I like to play Faceless a little bit more. Low tap, pretty much must card. If you play low tap, you always in Handlock. This card is more powerful than in any other deck. And the reason why this card is so strong in Handlock is because with Handlock, you can establish pretty much 100% lethal next turn, or 100% not dying next turn. So when do you want to play low tap? You never want to play it just like turn 5, put it on board. Even though like you have no other better play, I'd rather tap and play like Farseer than not playing the low tap. It also depends on what matchup, but I mean like against Zoo you want to play low tap. But in a lot of matchups you rather just like, okay, turn 8 against Druid. He's gonna have combo next turn, right? So I'm gonna keep that low tap for next turn, like turn 8. When he cannot kill me, and then I will probably kill him turn after that, because that's usually how it works. Or just like, okay, I play mirror matchup, I can establish board with like Molten Giant, but then he can Giant and Shadow Flame, right? So what if I just play low tap, and then I have 100% lethal pretty much next turn. So in this deck, you wanna play low tap really smart. And if you learn how to play low tap real smart, you're gonna win a lot of games. Then we have Sludge Belcher, pretty much must against all the aggro right now. Then we have Double Siphon Soul, great card against control, great cards against aggro as well. It's really powerful against, for example, Hunters. When you need to get that life gain, it's great against, even Zoo, when you need to get life gain. Sometimes you just need the life gain. And since we don't play Big Game Hunter, the Double Siphon Soul is pretty much must. You can usually find some deck lists when they play Big Game Hunter and just play one Siphon Soul, but I just feel the Siphon Soul is stronger right now on the meta, on ladder. Then we play Lord Jiraxis. Lord Jiraxis is stronger in mirror matchup than Alexstrasza, because like if you just make your opponent to be on 21 HP and then you just play Jiraxis and you just make your 6/6 every turn, you're gonna win. Alexstrasza is probably better against like aggro matchups, right? When you can play the Alexstrasza to hero self and you still have 8/8, but I like Jiraxis a little bit more because of the 6/6. You kind of pay for it with Molten Giants. That Molten Giants are not really great with Jiraxis, but I mean, I think Jiraxis is still worth more than Alexstrasza in this deck right now. Double Mountain Giant, double Molten Giant, pretty standard. So, I will send you crushing Hunters with this deck. And how you're doing that is by, first of all, learning how to crush them, because Hunter matchup is probably one of the hardest matchups, but when you learn how to do this, you'll probably destroy the whole ladder. And the reason why you destroy the whole ladder with this deck right now is because, in my opinion at least, this deck doesn't have a good counter on ladder right now. The good counter against this is Mage, And good counter against this is double Doomhammer Lava Burst Shaman, which is not being played on ladder. And yeah, apart from that, I don't consider Hunter to be counter to this deck. And yeah, that's the reason why you should destroy ladder with this deck, pretty much. Yep, so this is the deck list, guys. I'll do some matchups, pretty much some Hunter matchups a lot, so you can see how to play with this deck against Hunters. Some other matchups as well, so check it out, and see ya.